I'm not big on speeches. I've always believed that the role of the bartender is to shut up and listen. And by that measure, Gabe was the worst bartender I've ever known.
I never issued a speeding ticket to someone on a bicycle before, till he came along.
He cared so much about my admissions essay. Even though he probably couldn't spell admissions or essay.
He booked my band to play the lantern. All the way from Seattle to pretty much right where I'm standing.
I can recall 14 specific instances where Gabe said something that made me laugh. The first was 2 years ago.
So, long story short, instead of a ticket, I ended up buying him a beer.
Gabe stood like 3 feet away, grinning like a doofus at us. I'm sure there were more people, but I only remember him.
And then he said, I know! That's why the K is silent. Then the fifth time...
He cared about everyone.
He was the kind of guy you wanted to be around.
He was a world-class bullshitter.
He was my best friend.
All I want to say about Gabe is he came into this bar as a stranger, but he left it as family. Guess that's that then. What happened to Gabe was a senseless, tragic accident. And I just wish that...
It wasn't an accident.
Son, now is not the time.
Gabe called the mine. I gave him my sat phone to be sure he could get through. They fucked up. And now Gabe's dead.
That was my shift. If anyone had called, it would have gone through me. Nobody called.
You're lying. In front of Gabe's own fucking sister. Alex heard the whole thing.
He's right. I was there when Gabe made the call.
I'd like to hear what you have to say about that, Mac.
I'm not saying anything. Just, I didn't get a call. Draw your own conclusions.
All right, folks. This is an ongoing investigation.
How about we review the sequence of events, hmm?
Well, son...
When I saw you at the record store, you seemed pretty eager to find Gabe. Remember why? Hmm? Another fight with Riley, maybe?
No, I don't have to take this.
Just saying. Pretty wild that you come stumbling out of Gabe's apartment with your face all fucked up.
Ryan.
And just a couple hours later, you just so happened to miss the call that would have saved his life.
Look, I told you there was no call to miss. Hey, maybe the call got dropped. Or shit, I mean, it's not like Gabe was Mr. Reliable all the time.
Watch your mouth, Mac.
Ryan, that's enough. Now, I'm just as eager as you to understand all this, son, but there was a time...
Bullshit, Dad. This little weasel's calling Gabe a liar at his own fucking wake.
No, I am just telling you.
Mac, I swear, if you say there was no call one more fucking time...
Stop it! Stop it now! This is not the time or place. We're all here for Gabe. Okay, Ryan?
Sure, I'm sorry. It's not... I'm just... I'm not the one who killed him.
Aren't you, though?
What the fuck did you just say?
Ryan, back off.
I'm just saying. I thought I heard that you
Mac,
were the one.
you shut the hell up.
No, go ahead. You got something to say, Mac? Let's fucking hear it.
Come on, guys. Don't make me intervene.
All right, fine. As long as we're tossing around accusations, way I hear it, you're the guy who cut the rope.
I know Gabe made that call. But did Mac really let the blast go off just to get back at him?
Getting dressed shouldn't be so hard. And yet...
See? I can be a person. Would have been fun to see Gabe crush some sweet powder. Or whatever snowboarders say.
Feels like a million years since that day with Gabe. Hasn't even been a week.
Why are dishes always the first thing to slip when your life falls apart? It's a start. Living off these is not great, but it's better than leaving the apartment. So long, depression food. Clean home, clean mind. Right, Dr. Lin? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. Why look up at the sky when you could look at a sculpture instead? No birds today. Gabe was such a dad. This thing's been up here a while. Isn't that Steph's old band?
You could stay here too. I wouldn't try to stop you.
Yeah, good. I'll be the only trans person in a town with a population of like 4. That sounds like a blast for me. Thanks for not trying to stop me.
I'm sorry, Izzy. It's not you. And it's not the band. I fucking love that shit. But I need to try this. It's just time for something new.
I knew it. I knew this would happen eventually. Fucking... See you around, Steph.
I bet Gabe could even make golf fun. I'll toss those soon. I swear. I thought this was going to be the one. Finally. Despite all the disappointments, I really let myself believe. I believed you. Completely. I let myself hope, really hope, for the first time in years. Even after I freaked out in front of you and hit you, you didn't push me away. You sat right there and told me that I wasn't broken, that I was special, and I belonged. Then you died. And I don't know what to believe now. Except you're gone again, and I'm still here. Alone.
It's hard to take all of this pain. It's hard to take all of this pain. This
I feel sick. Haven has an indie movie theater. Impressive. Thanks, Jed. Things got pretty heated back there.
Oh, hey, kid, you don't have to do that.
Too late.
Wanted to apologize. For all of us. We're all grieving, but that's no excuse. It was your brother's wake, and you both deserve better than listening to a bunch of fools squabble.
I appreciate it. That was pretty rough. Although it's hard to imagine a good version of your dead brother's wake.
No, there's no good version. Just all of us trying to get through it together the best we can. Wasn't the first wake held in this old building. I doubt it'll be the last. Anyway, if there's anything I can do, just let me know.
I need to talk to Mac. I know he's lying. I just don't know why. Any idea where I can find him?
Well, he helps out Eleanor at the flower shop. That'd be the place to start.
Thanks.
I feel like I should warn you, though. You might not get the kind of closure you're looking for. If you get any at all. Just don't pin all your hopes on Mac Loudon.
Thanks for looking out for me, but what else am I supposed to do?
I wish I had an answer for you. But if you get a chance before you go all dirty Harry, swing by the dispensary. Charlotte wants to see you. And one more thing. I've been meaning to give you this for the last few days, but I didn't want to disturb you up there. It'll get you through that door and the one upstairs. This is your home now, for as long as you'd like.
What about rent? I don't want to be a freeloader.
Don't worry about that for right now. We'll work out a way for you to earn your keep when the time comes.
Thank you.
Give him hell.
I have no idea what to even say to him. RM and TB. I wonder who they were. Jed definitely has a decorating style. I'd call it steakhouse chic.
Okay, Jed said I might find Mac in the flower shop. But I have time to swing by the dispensary if I want. Okay, this is probably the most Haven thing I've seen yet. On one hand, there's the open road and the freedom to run away from my problems. On the other, helmet hair.
Was it on the news?
I wonder how many fish Ducky's caught in this thing. Do I even want to stay here without Gabe? In this state I've never been to before. This town I've been in for less than a week. The park looks fun to explore. If not for the paddling, kayaking would be super relaxing. I haven't been a bartender long, but I'm pretty sure these are supposed to stay in the bar. This is cool, in a Wicker Man sort of way. I don't think this whole town is a pagan cult, but I can't rule it out either.
Everyone needs to stop telling me it's okay. It's not.
Fuck. Losing Gabe's been hard enough for a supposed grown-up like me. But for Ethan... he looks so... alone.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Alex.
Do you want to talk about it?
I'm fine.
Okay. Definitely not mine.
I'm here for you, whenever you need me.
This is awful. He was so young.
He must be reading about Gabe. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the spring festival ends with a ritual sacrifice. What if I'm secretly a total prodigy at disc golf, but never had the chance to find out? Probably for the best, honestly. At least back then, the only people dying in mining accidents were miners.
I used to babysit Ethan when he was little. This whole thing is so...
Gabe was too young. Just too young.
Bet Pike's really had his work cut out for him these last few days.
Hey, Pike.
Hey! How you holding up?
Guess I've been better.
Yeah, right. Dumb question. Hey, I want you to know I meant what I said back there. Gabe was something else. He could bring a smile to my face even on the worst days.
Yeah, that's what everyone's been saying.
And, when you're ready, I still need to get your statement for the investigation.
I think I'll be ready soon.
Yeah. Yeah. No rush.
Insert epiphany about new beginnings here. Nice to know. Hipsters can survive at this altitude.
It's bullshit. We have a right to know what's happening to our job.
Typhon, 8 years of my life, and they can't give me back one simple answer about my job?
Typhon doesn't give a shit about anyone.
Yeah.
Might be a good time to check out the dispensary. Jed said Charlotte wants to talk to me. Nothing says festive like 3 exclamation points. I might be too close to the issue to have an unbiased opinion, but fuck this.
Do you want to do something together next week?
Sure.
Come on, man. Can't you take a hint? She's not into you. Let it go.
That's rough.
Maybe?
If I tell him I like him, we'll date, and then we'll break up. And then I'll lose my best friend.
Maybe I could help them. Wait, hell no. What am I thinking? This is none of my business. Guess they didn't feel like painting the mine.
Yeah, I usually grab a bite with Katie. You should come.
She seems pretty upset. Hey, Riley.
Alex.
Hey.
I know you and Gabe were close. How are you doing?
I miss him so much. He was like an older brother to me.
I'm glad he had you.
Thank you, Alex. Really.
You and Eleanor seem close.
She's taken care of me ever since I was little. I never really knew my mom, but she's always been there for me.
What does she think about you going away to school?
She's thrilled. I think she just wants me to end up happy.
That's really sweet.
She's the most selfless person I know.
She's lucky to have you.
Thanks.
That fight Mac had with Gabe over your secret meetings. They were about you applying to college, right?
Yeah. Ever since the first time Mac lost his shit in front of them. Gabe and Charlotte had tried to get me to end things with him. And after all this, I can see that they were right.
Do you think he's telling the truth about the call? That Gabe never made it?
No, it's not that... Sorry. I'm really not ready to talk about it.
Okay. I gotta run. There's some stuff I need to do.
Okay.
I don't want to push Riley, but I need to know more about Mac. How do I get her to open up?
If he's innocent, why is he acting like this?
Acting like what? Maybe I can get her to tell me.
Do you want to talk about Mac? Yeah, I get it. It's just, if he didn't do anything wrong, why is he acting like he has something to hide?
He asked me to leave Haven with him.
What?
Right after the wake. He wouldn't tell me why. But he just looked so guilty. I told him I had to think about it, but... Alex, I'm scared he did something horrible.
Riley, thank you for telling me.
You deserve the truth.
I gotta run. There's some stuff I need to do.
Okay. We'll talk soon?
Yeah. Whenever you want.
Mac trying to skip town is sketchy as shit. Might be a good time to check out the dispensary. Jed said Charlotte wants to talk to me.
Oh, sorry.
We met briefly. You're Gabe Chen's sister, right?
Alex, yeah.
I didn't know him well, but I could tell he had a big heart. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Charlotte?
Alex, hey.
Jed said you wanted to see me?
I just wanted to see how you were doing.
I've been trying to stay busy mostly.
Yeah. Distractions help.
How about you? I can't even imagine what you're going through.
Honestly, I'm really trying to keep it together for Ethan. He's hurting.
He does seem distant.
He practically just lost a father. But he's shutting me out. He's never done that before. Not when it mattered.
He's a pretty insightful kid. He knows how much you're hurting, even when you try to hide it from him. Instead of trying to be strong, maybe the best thing you can do is show him that it's okay to hurt.
That's really helpful, Alex. Thank you. I can't get over the feeling that the one person who could help me deal with the aftermath of Gabe's death is Gabe.
What is this?
An affidavit from Typhon. If I sign, I'm agreeing not to press charges in exchange for a payment. A big one.
That's so shady. Why would they be offering you money if they didn't do anything wrong?
They say it's an offer of good faith. But you're right. He's dead because of them. And I'd be letting them off.
Are you gonna sign it?
I don't know. I'm trying to put Ethan first, but... What would you do? Do you think it would be a betrayal of Gabe?
I don't think you should sign it. I'm sorry. I know it's hard, but you can't let Typhon buy you off. Gabe made that call, and I'm gonna prove it. I need some time.
Thanks for being honest.
If they're willing to pay Charlotte to keep quiet, they're definitely hiding something. Glass pipes are so cool. They're like works of art that can also get you high. I'm gonna figure out why Mac's lying.
I really appreciate you stopping by. Feel free to take a look around if you want.
Probably cost more than my bus ticket.
I see why Gabe was so in love with her.
Of course, she's right. But I could really use that money.
We can't give in, no matter how hard it is.
Wonder what it's like to have I do my drugs out of a glass sculpture type of money. And he did it all with one rusty saw and a bottle of gin. Impressive. God, put some clothes on. It blows my mind that Charlotte's been running the dispensary this whole time. I couldn't even leave the apartment. When did you start needing a PhD to smoke pot? Stairway to Haven?
Believe it or not, Gabe named that one.
Oh, I believe it.
That's a zemi. In the Dominican, they're said to house the spirits of gods. Mostly, I just like how it looks.
It's really cool. There's something you don't see in Portland.
I really love Charlotte's style.
Sweet logo. Bet Charlotte designed it herself.